Oh, yeah. Free loop.
Did they just forget he wasn't playing?
That's
Free
all
loop.
loops. That's all loops.
I'm joshing. I'm joshing, lads.
Well, look at this, actually. Latrell and Ford, Captain, and Macassini, sorry. Oh, my, and Pezzett. Look how many people looped.
Yeah.
If you added these all together.
Yeah.
Oh, my days. There's another one. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of loops. That's 10% alone. I reckon that's like close to 35%.
Damn.
That's a lot.
And they order, and then just look at the VC options.
It's basically just Teddy.
Yeah.
Well, it
Wow.
is. Yeah, it is just Teddy. And a couple rogue ones.
Why is there 4.3% VC on Cleary?
Listen, it's a good question.
I don't know. You just had faith in...
That's actually an alarming amount of VCs.
It's probably because they just had faith in a straight C on Teddy, so they just VC'd Cleary in case Teddy didn't play. I don't really understand the logic,
so.
but
No, that's not logical, though.
I've seen it happen.
Oh, you know what it is? It's probably they VC'd Teddy another week, and then they just wanted to straight C Teddy, and then just, you know how it's just swaps.
Oh,
them?
yeah, you just hit captain.
Maybe they just maybe they just genuinely
maybe.
don't care about it or
'Cause
something like that.
That was the play last week, was it VC Cleary,
I
captain
mean,
Teddy?
if they're not worrying about the VC this week, why would they worry last week?
Yeah.
So
I don't remember what
I don't
happened
even
last
know.
week.
It's probably just some automatic thing. Who knows?
Oh, well. Anyway, good yap session.
Or maybe it's like that when they went to optimize their team, it just put the second.
I've never clicked that button in my life, I swear to
I
God.
think people. Yeah, I actually haven't. But
I swear to God.
I've clicked it. It just puts the player with the highest, like,
projected. So they probably
scores,
put the VC. It probably puts the VC on the second highest projected, right?
which would have, yeah, I get
Probably
you.
Cleary. Because Cleary was like
Because doesn't that button do trades for you as well?
No. There's trade assist, which is another.
I think it just sets your reses
okay.
for free, and then it just
It just puts
chucks
the
the captains.
reserves on the people that have the highest projected scores.
Maybe I should have used that to do my City starts for the last however long.
Well, I tell you what, Trey Mooney would not have been in your team for his one.
You don't reckon?
No.
All right, let's get started. Off you go, sir.
Hello and welcome back to SC Blueprint, everyone. What a week it was, lads. Grins all around, I think. Yeah, I can see that grinner from over here on the table, DV and Benos.
Happy as always.
Happy, yeah, okay. No need to rub it in, buddy. We know you're high
Just
up
got to
there.
stay positive.
Can barely hear you from high up on the table there, mate. But yeah, feeling good. Massive scores this round. Yeah, how'd you go, DV?
Cat ceremony?
Oh yeah, may as well.
Is this the same?
Yeah,
Same as last week? Yeah, yeah.
But
Same
honestly,
configuration.
I got the Sunley cat. I got a big old grin on my face.
yeah,
16-20, and I got the lowest score out of the three boys.
yeah.
So that's just life. Like I didn't have a bad week at all. I looked at the difference between myself and Ben's team. There's only 3 players different
Yeah.
that we played at least, which is good stuff. So I played Fina Fuyaki, who let me down with that Simbin. That was infuriating. Honestly, that was not good. He already played a bad game. And the other one was Stefano, who played a pretty good game, but you just didn't play him. You own him, but just didn't play him.
Yeah.
And then the last one was Nico Hines.
Yep.
So yeah, that worked out well.
Let's just say I had Ponga, and when I saw that he pretty much covered the scores of
Both of them.
both of the first 2 players, obviously not Stefano, then I was pretty happy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the week just came down to no, I don't want to, because I was never going to bring in Ponga instead of Nico. I was always going to bring in Nico. This was the week I wanted him. He had a break even at 43. I was sick of him scoring big, and he finally scored bad, which is completely crushing. Honestly, I wanted him to do bad for so long, and he just hasn't been doing it.
Yeah.
So that's okay. But that was the only difference in the end.
Yep.
Ponga got 100 more points than Hines, and you beat me by like roughly 100.
Yep.
So it's all good. Team's looking good. Sua injury stunk. Herbie literally just stunk. But the MVP of the week for the 3 of us, Taylor May.
Yeah.
Taylor May 147.
Huge pod as well. 1.8% owned.
Unbelievable. Is that in the top 10% or is that
In the top 10 and in the top 5. So it's pretty
cool.
consistent
Okay.
across the 2. Less than 2% on.
And then I think he might have been like 4% or 5% in all coaches, but yeah.
Yeah, right.
Something like that. Anyway, I remember looking earlier in the week or something like that. But
Yeah, wow. That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we all basically have the same names, so there's no need for me to go through them all. But pretty much everyone did well. Purdue finally, actually, that's another one. Finally repaid a little bit of faith after 3 sub-40s or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Disgusting. So
yeah, it was rank.
good from Purdue. 16-20. Surely that's got to be greens.
Yeah.
Surely.
It's got to be greens.
If it's red, surely it's just like no need to make any more trades, lads. Just pack her up.
Give up on the
yeah.
season.
This will be the last ep
pack
if it's
her up if
reds.
it's reds. Pack her up.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I scored slightly higher than Dan with 16.52. So only the 32 points more. Differential players, I guess, were KPP I brought in this week, 83. Offloading at will. Obviously, he's got the license there, but yeah, we'll get there. Unfortunately, Jaden Campbell got only a 58, so that's pretty much back-to-back-to-back flourish games from JC, which isn't ideal.
Did he get a tack?
He got a couple line break assists, but I'm not sure if he got an assist.
Let's see if I ever get there.
See if you get there.
You got a try contribution,
and
goals, and a couple line break assists.
Line break assists.
Yep.
Yeah, so pretty flourish from JC. Not great. I think that you were saying earlier, Dan, off air, that the Titans have scored like what, 4 tries in 2 games, something like that. Anyway, something like that. It's low points. He's not kicking goals. It hasn't been what I expected. Fletcher Sharp, another 55. So I guess that's better than his 33s he was getting a couple games ago. But yeah, still not quite back to 100%. But I'm happy to own him going into his fixtures, and hopefully he just comes good. Hopefully. But yeah, brought in Kaolero, got a bit of a junk try there, but 77 is definitely passable there. But yeah, onto the big team A. Talon, that is, sorry. Just restored the faith from the 7 he got me in round 2. And then obviously held through the bye on round 1, so that was a bit disappointing. But then, onto my third boosted trade, Callum Ponga, so that was really nice.
Yeah, pretty much the same players as the 2 blokes to my left, obviously. I got my Civvy starts pretty much perfect this week. I was very happy. All my players, except for Simi Sasangi, who obviously copped a nasty injury, went really well. Always had Sua, who got 45, and Herbie with 51. Other than that, everyone went above 70 for me, so I was really happy with that.
Mad.
Played Ryan Cashman for his 85. Obviously played Lasardi. When Teddy got his 120, we probably should have all specified that we looped Teddy's 120.
Yes, we should have specified that.
I was debating whether to sit Stefano or Lasardi, and I made the right choice and sat Stefano, which was really easy because Jackson Ford was obviously on the bye. Made that loop super easy for me. Harry Grant with the highest hooker score ever. Is that correct?
Highest score by hooker ever.
Yeah, wow.
Beating his own score of 148? 9. Yeah, 149.
Yeah. That might have been last season?
2023.
2 years ago, yeah.
3 years ago, mate.
But yeah, a great week all round. Obviously bought in Eero this week. Very happy with how he went. And then, obviously just pretty content. But obviously now Origin schedules, a couple of injuries. We're in a bit of shambles. So...
Yeah, well, we'll get onto this probably in the midweek episode. Not the time in the reaction potty, but we looked at our teams before. Like a lot of people, you're going to experience the same thing.
Yeah.
Sua injured, looks like he'll miss 12. Sasangi injured, decent chance to miss 12, I'd say. Yeah. That's 2 players people would have been banking on to play in that first major bye period.
Absolutely.
That's going to catch people off guard.
Should have also said score was 17-15. I didn't get there. So crossed the 1700 mark with some late updates, which was nice. I was at 1698. At the end of the game, and I was about in tears that I couldn't quite cross into the I'm him threshold. So,
Yeah, very nice, mate. Great week. You know what wasn't a great week, though, was the consensus team. This is a prime example of if you want to have a bad week, do your sit-v starts poorly. We benched and didn't play Rauchman and Luke Lau-Lily, who cumulatively got 189 points. So that didn't work out brilliantly. Otherwise, in this team, we also have Simi, who got injured. We played Setutu for his poor score, Willison for his poor score. Joe Tarbany, though, good trading.
Yeah.
Good trading. We were in a little bit of trouble last week working out what to do. That's worked out really, really well. Speaking of actually being in trouble, can you imagine how many round 12 players this team's going to have? It might be really, really bad.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that later. We also brought in Nico here, who stunk for his 48. Did we No, we didn't boost. We just did those 2.
Yep.
So otherwise, basically the same names as the other guys. 15-14 for the consensus team. That will probably be a red, I'd have to imagine.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Let's move into our weekly awards. I'll let you take the MVP today, mate, just to mix it up.
Oh, me just say it? Yep. So that is Greg the Leg Marju.
Wow.
207. Phenomenal score. I think it's the 5th highest score in Supercoach. Is it 5 correct, or is it 6? 5.
I think it was 5. There's been 6 200 pluses ever.
And Turbo's in it 3 times.
3 of them.
Yeah, and Cleary.
And they're all in that one. Was it
2021? All of them. Cleary, Turbo.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Marju, and I think it was like Cody Walker or something weird like that.
Yeah. Cody Walker. 2020. COVID ball.
Sounds right, yeah.
Yeah. Diabolical.
Yeah. 5 tries from Greg. Who was on that wing? That was Setutu's wing.
Yeah.
mean, it wasn't really his fault, but probably not a great feeling having your opposing wing trash pass.
I'll tell you actually who it was. Gutho, bro. It was in the centres.
Oh, honestly,
inside him.
Bro, I've got nothing against whatever the Dragons coach name is. I can't remember.
Dean Young.
Is
Dean
it
Young.
Dean Young in the end?
Yeah. Interim, yeah.
Bro, Sloan at fullback looked hot. Gutho in the centres didn't have a clue. His
Nah.
defense was absolutely diabolical.
Bradman made him his boy.
Oh, it was horrid. That Bradman move around for one of those money tries was
I
disgusting.
was in tears this morning when I was watching the
Oh, it
highlights.
was disgusting.
But I guess equally a valid point is the fact that Dom Young had 5 line breaks. So clearly there was just holes all over the park.
Yeah.
It wasn't just one side. So,
The Knights
Marjo
did
had
look
7.
pretty slick.
I think Marjo had 7 line breaks.
yeah, it was something.
Gags actually looked pretty good for once, I'd say. Back
Still
to
only
form.
got 50, but
Yeah, Supercoach wise.
right.
But eye test, yeah.
Eye test, I'd say. Yeah, he looked a bit better.
Disgusting from the Knights. Marjo honestly probably out of reach now. Like, I mean, if
Yeah.
you want to, it's not really out of reach. If
No,
wanna
you could
pay
do it.
700K for Marjo, like go for it. But no 12, no 15.
He's not going to do that every week.
He's not going to verse the Dragons every week. I
They
think
have
it's
a
no.
pretty good draw, and they verse the Dragons in like 3 games.
They got a hot draw.
How is that possible? How can you verse a team and then 3 games later verse the same
No,
team?
I think it is a little.
No,
Well, it's
not.
either 3 or 4. It's literally one of the two.
It's more rounds, but it's 3 games they're playing.
Oh, yeah, because they have 2 buys in between that. But
Yeah,
still.
I thought it was 16 or 17 they play him. I think it's 16. Yeah, it's 16. Yeah.
So 4 games in between. Yeah, okay, so that's in 5 games. Yeah.
Yeah, but the draw is completely random.
That feels crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Next award, good sir.
The Money Well Spent award for the best popular buy of the week. I think it's Kalen Ponga.
I think it's Kalen Ponga.
Yeah, that'd have to be KP, sure.
Let's have a check. Anyway.
Although still owned by like how many percent?
Round on change.
5.5, I think.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
mean, Kalen Ponga was the most traded in player.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. What is his own percent while you're there? Can you see that nice and handy?
20%. That's of all coaches.
Oh, really? Okay. Must have looked at the wrong thing.
Well, it's that. Yeah. Yeah, 20%. So he's in 34,000 teams.
Yes.
Easy.
I think he'll be in a lot more after next week.
Yes, I agree, especially with Sewer going down.
Yeah.
The next award, Fool's Gold Award for the worst popular buy of the week. I think
Nicholas.
it's Nico. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice and easy this week.
Third most popular buy-in. Still in 30% of teams. Nico's going to be good, but it was clearly the wrong week.
Yes.
Bricko. Throwing up bricks.
I hate the Sharks so much. Tell you what though, my tipping method of doing the complete opposite of what the Sharks should do,
So fun.
Genius.
it's flawless.
Genius.
I think it's Loki. Like you probably go with the Sharks at Ocean Protect. I reckon they just look a bit better there, in my opinion.
It's not a bad shout,
I did actually
That's
want to look
probably
this
worth
up.
looking into,
Yeah.
We'll talk about that on Wednesday.
Yeah, maybe on Wednesday.
Yeah.
The We Trusted You award for the biggest captaincy underperformance. I think it's Nico as well, funnily enough. But
Oh yeah. Actually, I was
Sewer?
going to say Sewer, but I think but at least Sewer was injured as compared.
Yeah.
to
I mean,
being
who was
rubbish.
more captained out of the two?
It was Nico. It was Nico.
Yeah, so I think it is Nico as well. Getting both the negative awards this week. How good of him.
Oh, I want to put in another shout for Herbie was VC'd by a decent amount of teams.
Oh,
He was rubbish as well. I think it's between those two.
I think it's Nico.
I think Nico as well, but the amount of people that VC'd Herbie to get nothing was a tad alarming.
Yeah. I didn't really understand that this week in a week where Cleary had a good matchup.
I
Ponga had a good
understood
matchup.
Not
Teddy
everyone
had a
has
good
Ponga. I think it was Teddy really for me.
Yeah, Teddy was
I
the
agree.
41% owned, and then if you're just not VCing, like, what are we doing?
The dogs are terrible though.
Yeah.
Dogs are terrible.
Dogs weren't great.
Yep.
The next award for the Hall of Shame award, most disappointing player of the week. There's some names in there this week.
Ramahau. I was thinking this week, I was like, is there a chance that I just hold Ramahau, hope he doesn't play and doesn't take the cash?
Couldn't have done
That
I
would
thought
be
about it too.
disastrous.
People did it. I've seen many people.
I swear Timmy held him.
Probably.
He would have lost 60. He's going to lose 60K. Which I guess
60K
it's not the end of the world,
it's
but
not
it's
the
like
end of the
far
world, but
out. He's just
like,
ruined all
yeah.
the progress he made.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Right, now we enter the age-old debate of Simi was injured and got 13.
Yeah, I don't like giving it to injured players.
I think
in
we
my
can
opinion.
find a better shout than that. Your boy Cooper Bye.
Yeah, you could do that. He got his lowest minutes of the... No, not of the season, but he got one of the lower minutes of it this season.
Tell you what, on the other side of that, Tino
Matt
looked
Duffy.
good.
Tino looked fantastic.
Dufty made his break even though, so big ups for him. He's going to gain some cash this week.
Yeah.
His break even was 0 and he got 4.
He got 4. Yeah.
Shout out SC Spy.
Oh, dear.
I wonder if he sold this week or he held.
I think he sold.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, if he's not,
I can't see anyone here who's an absolute disaster. By the way, I've been looking through the most popular owned players.
Should we just give it to Ezra Mam?
yeah, honestly, regardless of Supercoach.
Yeah, regardless.
Bro, I'm not seeing any good shouts. This was just a week where everybody scored points, basically.
Yeah.
Wow, Brett Nickra finally got some points again. I guess we'll get there.
Didn't he get like 40?
Yeah, I mean, it costs 300k though, so
Yeah.
it costs 300k. It's a pretty good score, realistically. Bro, it might be Simi.
Yeah. I hate
If you're actually looking at this in terms of disappointing,
Mm.
he was hella disappointing.
He could have got me 2. Like, if he scored 100, he would have got me to 1,800. So maybe he is.
Yeah. I'm not seeing anyone else here, bro.
Yeah, I think it's Simi.
Simi. Sorry, Simi.
I mean, Herbie disappoints me.
Oh, it's true.
Maybe it's not the worst shout.
Because, I don't know, the way I look at it is disappointing is kind of like he's let you down from a Supercoach perspective,
You know what, actually-
because he just wasn't good. In my opinion. That's genuinely just my raw
That was
opinion.
Herbie's worst score in 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
I'm actually on board with that. I think it's
On
a
it?
good shout.
Yep.
Okay.
The next award is the Budget Bandit for the best score under 350k. Most important to note that Reed Marnie is not applicable. So
Because he's over 350k.
even if he was under, not applicable.
Not applicable.
Jordan Samrani.
Oh, my goodness.
What a player.
The king.
I actually look good out there. I'm not gonna lie.
I looked at him and devastatingly, he's already played 2 games and this was his 3rd. So
Should we give it a little early teaser to Trell?
Trell, the real Trell.
The real Trell?
Yeah, we'll get to you later.
We'll get to you.
But yeah, Samrani, 112.
Yep.
That's where he only scored 1 try.
1 try, 1 assist.
1 assist, okay.
Yeah,
Very
and then
good
a
though
couple
from
of line
Jordan.
breaks and etc.
Yep.
And the Out of Nowhere award for the best breakout player of the week, someone who, I mean, is Lau Lily up there?
Nah.
Kind of went from doing nothing to just.
You couldn't give it to Jermaine, you couldn't give it to Greg, you couldn't really give it to any of these guys. Cody Nickarima's not really a Jerome
Wong?
Hughes is back on people's radars. Wong's been good. I think Wong's been really good for a while, to be fair.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Wong's been cooking, by the way. I love my boy Wong as well.
Potty Firms.
I think it might be Pod Thermal.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel weird because you got 80 last week, but
I feel like people weren't looking at him last week, though, really.
yeah.
I mean, you could give it to Latrell Seagwalt.
Good day.
To be honest, that's probably the truest definition of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
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 Let's do it.
Latrell Seagwalt, congratulations.
Awesome. Well,
Fantastic.
that wraps them up. nice and
Awards
quickly.
done for another week. Let's get into the game reviews. Alrighty, first game of the round. Dolphins defeat the Bulldogs 42-12. Really not many players to talk about this game, like truthfully. But we'll start with Jermaine. 178 points, 3 tries, 1 assist, 6 goals, 16 points in tackle bust, 4 line breaks, and 33 points in runs.
Just Timothy Chalamet, really.
He was
He
extremely
actually
good.
looks diffy out there, eh?
Some of those tries were
Oh, yeah.
outrageous.
He rips through, like, and I'm like, oh, it's probably going to be a Bostock try, like, but Jermaine assist, that's good for, like, someone's team. And then he just breaks through and scores, so pretty crazy. I wish I had him, but I was looking at him over Eero this week, but I think to quote myself, he's a bit mid.
Yeah,
So-
that was said in the chats in the week.
Yeah. Clearly not.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, to be fair, Connor Tracy's defense on some of those tries was
Oh, it's pretty abysmal.
diabolical.
Pretty abysmal.
But yeah, he looks great. You're gonna have to pay a pretty penny for him. He's gonna be like high 7. He's gonna be almost 800k now. But I mean, he's got fantastic buy coverage. People are gonna be selling expensive guys this week. Could be worth a punt. Although just monitor how many Dolphins players you have in your team because it could grow, especially with Jack Bostock. He got, what was it last week? 105 and now an 80 this week.
Yeah.
Ben seems like a bit of a must.
Yes, I was keen on him. I was actually originally had him in my team this week, but it's changed to Eero because I could wait an extra week and I have people to trade. So it wasn't the worst decision in the end. However, he just looks good. I mean, again, I've said it 2 podcasts in a row. He's holding that Avarillo spot, and there's a reason Avarillo was 700k. There's a lot of attack that's flowing down that side at the moment, and I think it's a perfect time to jump on. Dolphins looking in good form, and really they're not going to lose many to Origin. I can't see Flegler getting in the team. Maybe they pick Gilbert. I'm trying to think, and obviously Hammer will go, but Trey Fuller's good backup.
Just Hammer and Finifuyaki, right?
And maybe Plath, but JMK came back in good form. So I think they have enough quality to cover the players going. So honestly, I think the Dolphins can be red hot during Origin, and as we've said, they play all 3 major buys with a 1 mini they miss. So yeah, I think he's pretty much a must-have.
Yep. The only Bostock concern is base was a little bit down this game, but I mean that's not enough of a deterrent. He's going to have like a negative 50 or 60 break even next week.
And again, 56 points scored. That's not going to happen every week. So yeah,
Yeah.
a bit hard to get base when your team's just cutting the opponent in half.
Fair. We talked about him before. Herbie, just a bit of a disappointing week from Herbie.
Yep.
Really not much to be said there. Satili Tupanua. It's a bit of a wasteland out there in front row and second row, honestly. He plays 12. He played 80 minutes for 60 points. Could you look at him? 500k flat, probably.
Definitely could. I was going to throw another name in the hat, though. Leo Thompson. So back-to-back really good scores from Leo. And he just looks good. He didn't play 80 minutes, anywhere near that, and just pumped out a nice 69. Pretty much all base power. If you're looking for a front row, I think I'd definitely go Leo Thompson over Satili Tupanua, just with that sort of uncertainty with Josh Curran or Satili, who's going to play there. But
Josh Curran got on for like 12 minutes in this game.
I think I learned a lot about how the Bulldogs think about Josh Curran and Tupanua this weekend.
And I was actually like shook to the core because I was genuinely giving a lot of thought to Josh Curran this week. And I would have lost my rugby league mind if I got him. So
Yeah.
but like, there's going to be weeks, I think, where Satili might not play 80.
Yeah.
So,
He can just move to the middle as well, though, can't he? Like, Satili's so versatile.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I just think if I was looking for front row, I'd go Leo over him. But if I'm looking second row, obviously a great pickup, I think.
Fair. Anyone else crucial to touch on here? Jonathan Sill was bad. Jeez, there might be a few Jonathan Sill owners out there who were really disappointed with that performance.
Yeah. Crichton, a try and 60.
Yeah, Crichton's a no.
Flegler as well, 28.
Flegler's also a no.
Yeah.
We've got one Flegler owner here.
Yeah.
Flegler's not looking too hot, unfortunately.
Well, I just thought it'd be more of a slow burn, and then the minutes would increase into
agree.
Origin, and it just didn't
agree.
happen.
Kind of gone the other way. He's been
36 minutes is not enough.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick Karima got a good score, but I don't think he's really relevant.
Yeah.
But Colbert got a good score for you, mate.
Yeah, I wish I played him.
Yeah. Cool. I think that game's done.
Absolutely.
Roosters, Titans, 28-12. Big story. James Tedesco rewards VCs, 127, 2 tries, 1 assist. Not as many tackle busts as usual. 10 tackle busts is a poor game for Tedesco.
Guess so, yeah.
Load of runs, 43 points in runs, just monstrous getting his base done. I mean, he just looks like a season keeper to me.
Yeah, big time. I guess it'll depend if he gets picked, but I think Edwards knocked up another great game. And obviously he's only going to pick one, Laurie Daly. So, yeah, I think it's probably going to be Edwards.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
Yep. Robert Toya continues to look pretty good. He scored 1 try and one thing that we're going to pretend is a try.
Yeah.
More tackle busts, more line breaks, and more base. Toya looks great.
Origin, though. Guaranteed.
Origin, and even so, I just think he loses appeal now that Mark's not on that wing.
Yeah.
I think they will be deterred from that side. I mean, not fully, but somewhat.
Yeah.
But I mean, the main point is just Origin. Like, I don't see why I'd go for Toya at this stage. It's fairly cheap, to be fair. But
I would counter your offer of Mark not being there. I think that's better for him in some regards because they're not going to get angry at him if he doesn't tip on. Like, Cody Ramsey's not a finisher, so unless it's open space, then he's probably just going to take the line on himself.
Maybe. Yeah, that's maybe fair.
So I think it probably balances out. But again, Origin, the buy coverage is not great. If he's guaranteed to play Origin.
He's guaranteed to play Origin.
Yeah, I don't think he can do it at all.
I'd agree. Siwa Wong. Jeez, he's having a good season. I love my boy Siwa. I had him for a decent period last year and it was great for me. He's been even better this year. Last 4 weeks, 85, 84, 55, and then 104 this game against the Titans. One try assist. Yeah. Honestly, I look at these numbers. I don't understand how this adds up, to be honest. Yeah. He's made his tackles, tackle busts and offloads, couple runs and couple line break involvements. Like, just pretty good.
Yeah.
Misses 12 and 18, though, so a bit tough.
Yeah.
Bo Fermor, we talked about him before. You are both especially keen on Bo Fermor.
It's just the buy coverage for me. Obviously plays 12 and 15. Has a buy in 13, but you can sort of cover those minis pretty well most of the time. In a wasteland at second row, especially given Simi went down this week. I tell you what, there's worse players. He's punched out 2 really good scores in base power the last 2 weeks. Now he's playing outside JC as we learn on the weekend. So, I think unless there's dynamic changes to the team list this week, after another thumping on the weekend, then I don't see a reason I wouldn't be getting him.
Yeah, I like the look of him too, and it's just the base and power. Just look there; it looks like he's kind of just turned that corner from that preseason flop that we've saw from him. Still finding no tries or assists yet. So I don't know. I just like the position he's in, and then just what you said, Ben, on the buy coverage. But yeah, I'll look at him. 600k is probably as low as I'd want him. So I guess that means next week. But I don't know, man. Looking pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, now or never next week, I think, because that
Yeah.
81 and that 94 are going to boost his price significantly.
Yeah.
Tino's going to Origin, but geez, he looked good.
Yeah.
Just play more minutes, getting more involved. Now, AJ Brimson. I looked at AJ Brimson the other day. 5'8" only. Currently costs 407k, so that'll go up to like 430. Jeez, that's cheap for Bremo. Someone who's not going to play Origin.
He does pass the eye test, but I just think there's better trades with money, and people are plentiful in money at the moment with your Latrells out, now your Simi, now there's a few other players in that sort of category that have all dropped out. I think there's just better uses of your money for the next 2 weeks at least, considering everyone's kind of in shambles now. Sewer injured as well. I mean, if there wasn't, I'd definitely be looking at him, but yeah. He does pass the eye test out on the field, I would say.
Yeah.
In that Warriors game 2 weeks ago, I think it was, he looked really good at centre. I was thoroughly impressed. But yeah, obviously it's really cheap, which is the benefit.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be looking at it if it would cost any more. Let me tell you that for free.
Likely to get Jewel as well, now that I think about it.
Wow, didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's just crossed my mind. So
You could have the Purdue Brimson swap.
Crazy.
All right. Anyone else in this game? Robson keeps playing well, but he'd play Origin. I think that's it from all I see. Anyone else? Any
I
major
think
names?
that's about it.
That's it.
Cool. Parramatta Eels defeat the Cowboys 33-30. I really enjoyed this game. I understand it wasn't like your classic game of, your hard men through the middle beating each other up and good completion rate and whatever. I really enjoyed this game. It was just a little bit of chaos, a little bit of no defense. Let's just score some points. And both sides ripped in. I really enjoyed it. Main headline, I mean, it doesn't really matter what he scored. He was 117, Tom Dearden, but he's now out for 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Hurts Queensland Origin. He was quietly having a pretty good Supercoach season.
He's having a bit better than a pretty good season. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, he had 130 in there and then 150. Otherwise, look at these scores, just in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and he would have had 200s. Yeah, underrated season from Dearden, and now he's out for a long time. We've already touched on Sam Rani.
Both the halves for the Cowboys have been elite.
Bro, Jake Clifford. How can you ignore him at 5'8" at this stage? I'm not saying you have to buy him, but I'm just look at this season he's having.
Yeah. He's had a couple of bad scores here and there, but if he's going to keep scoring hundreds every couple of weeks, then it's the same thing with Purdue. It's going to balance out at 60 or 70 sort of points season average. So if you're just going to play him every week, then eventually he's going to make that up.
Yeah, well, he's averaging pretty close to 80 at the moment.
Yeah.
You're paying a pretty penny for him at this stage. Hillam Lukey, Purdue, and Chester, all pretty popular players, all scored. So, pretty handy. What are you thinking with any of these guys in regards to long-term plans / prospects? Any season keepers in there, do you see?
Well, honestly, I think Chester looks pretty good. His base is just unbelievable. His work rate is just out the door. It's just so good. I think he's had even quite a few errors the previous weeks, and he's just still scoring 70s, 60s, 80s, whatever. I thought it was even a little bit low for Chester in this game with the try. But I think I don't know if he is the definition of a season keeper, but he is pretty good. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But then Lukey, I don't think he's a keeper in my opinion. He's a bit hot and cold, but I think he's a good number for over Origin if he doesn't play Origin. But I think as soon as he gets picked, you got to get rid of him.
I'd agree.
In my opinion, just bank the cash.
I would agree. I mean, even so, they've got buys in 15, 18.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about Purdue as a season keeper now, especially more than ever. Dearden goes down. They're going to go to the left so much.
I just don't even think he'll be there.
Do you worry he'll play in the halves?
I think he'll be in the halves.
Yeah, he could.
Or at fullback? I mean, fullback I'm fine with.
I'd be fine with, yeah.
The halves does scare me.
Scare you. That's fair. Yeah. If he goes to the halves, you can't do it. But yeah, if there's any world where they find some young gun and he plays well for a couple of games, then I think it's just going to be just pounding the left-hand side with troops out. So I don't know. It's kind of tough to say at this stage until I know what the team makeup will be when team lists come out. But honestly, probably not. The 15-18 buys are just too harmful to sort of hold players that aren't your premium players through. So yeah.
Yeah, and as well, we can't really sell him much before then, even if he does move to the halves, because you can't sell him in 12. You can't cut a number like that, given how tough it is. Reed Marnie scored points again. Geez, that one continues to hurt. Joash scored points. He's going to gain cash for some of those who had him as their second 5'8". Not a ton more relevant players here. People were talking about Thomas McKaylee. That seems like a bit of a trap.
Yeah,
that
what
we've all
happened
successfully avoided. 39 minutes for 41 points is not all that hot.
And I can't lie, if you went straight off eye test there, it looked like he was actually having a pretty good game. He was just running a complete gauntlet of a 1-2 punch with the other big man on that team, Jason Tamalolo.
JT.
In his whatever big game it was for him.
Now the Cowboys' leading appearance.
Oh, right, yeah.
Went from JT to JT.
Yeah, good stuff.
Nice. Anyway, yeah, bit disappointing from McKaylee, but whatever.
Yep. I think we're done on this game.
Great.
Absolutely.
Knights defeat the Dragons 44-10. I mean, we've already talked about Greg. We don't have to talk about him, but let's talk about Kalen Ponga.
I was just saying to you this morning, Dan, off air, obviously, that if he kicked all of his goals, he would have gone up to 170.
Yep.
So that's a 30-point swing.
Yeah.
Obviously, 10 in missed goals, and then obviously the extra 2 points in for every goal he got. But yeah, that's pretty diabolical. I mean, was looking at some of those highlights, and it looked like it was blowing like quite a bit of a breeze there. So it was quite tough to kick the goals. But yeah, looking like a great prospect, Kalen Ponga. I remember having to bring him in, or finding the cash that week earlier to bring him in this week. And I'm just loving the draw now. I'm loving it as an owner, and I think a lot more people will jump on, but I'm happy to be there for it. So
yeah, I'll be jumping on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed Sewer got injured because I think that kind of changes. Now everyone's going to get him. I got him 2 weeks ago. I had him for his 90, I think it was, and then obviously now for his 140. I was kind of hoping that he'd land somewhere about that ownership percentage of, I don't know, between 20 and 30 sort of range. I thought is where he could realistically land even after a big score.
Be there. Oh no, he's at 20 now. Yeah, my bad.
With Sewer out, he's got to be like pushing 50. So
yeah, probably.
Yeah, he'll be highly owned. But, I mean, again, that's a trade people like myself are going to have to waste to bring in someone who doesn't play 12 and 15. So it's a heavy investment. And they missed this big score, obviously. Yeah. Back on your goal kicking point, I say it all the time. The worst thing is when you captain someone and they miss their goals because every single miss is a 12-point swing.
Yeah.
So that would have been tough for Ponga captainers watching that one. Bradman Best, I raised him on the stat spotlight. I mean, I did say I thought he was better than Maju, which wasn't correct. But he did still get 127 and looked extremely hot out there. I think I could still be having a look at Bradman. Same with Dom Young, who had a break even of 86 going into this week. So he's still going to be, I reckon, under 500K. Like, if they're going to score that many points, I think he's absolutely worth a look.
I mean, if you look at the points in games they've been competitive in, and now they've got all the troops back, basically, like, he's not even the worst option.
Yeah, they're a good side, the Knights. Yeah. They're a good side.
But they do need everyone there. As soon as a couple of them go, like we saw what happened when Bess went and Ponga went and Maju went, and like, I mean, they just fall apart.
I think it's just Ponga, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think if Ponga's there, they'll play well, and if he's not, they won't. Fletcher Sharp.
Yeah. I think you'll have a good game in one of these next sort of 4 or 5, but it's just kind of matters when.
I mean, Magic Round would be the Titans.
You'd think so. For non-owners, I guess, or if I was a non-owner, I probably wouldn't jump on because probably I'd have more fires to solve. But also, it's just like the fact that Ben arose, or brought to my attention off air. It's just like he's gonna be if he does get that 100, he's only gonna go up like 40 to 60K, probably 60K. But then he's still really affordable at like mid to low 500s, and it's just like it feels like you don't need to waste a trade when you're trying to get numbers, especially with the buy coverage and all that.
Yeah.
So
who remembers what he started the season at? His price
730.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah.
So even if you pay like low 500K for Fletcher Sharp, like I'm not losing sleep.
Yeah,
no way.
Especially considering as well on that point, if he gets 100 against the Titans in Magic Round, you have 2 weeks to find money or decide who you want to trade out for that because they obviously have the buy in 12.
Yeah, great point.
So then, and then you bring him in, he misses 1 buy, which is 15, and then obviously he's probably a season keeper. If you can get him at 5/8 2 or even 5/8 1, he's probably a decent season keeper there. So yeah,
as long as he starts firing.
When did you bring him in?
Was
it that 590? Or was it
the
that
one
640?
before the Panthers?
Okay, so it's 590 you bought him in for.
Oh, 590. That's not.
It's really not terrible.
No, I think I brought him on 640.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was the game before the Panthers, so he bought him in for that one. So he would have bought him in.
That's the price at the start of the week, though.
I think it was.
I genuinely bought him for 600s. I'm pretty sure.
I'll
have to double check, but yeah.
Anyway,
may we go back to Dylan Lucas, 6'7" with a try.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was okay.
What?
It was just
6'7" with a.
I didn't say it.
It was just you did say it. It was just a very non-base game. Like, I mean, unless you were a Dragon, you had to make a billion tackles. The Knights were just rolling through it. Like, the fact he still got 46 in pace feels like a miracle. I reckon that would have been the best on the Knights by a decent distance, if I had to guess.
All right.
Apart from Saifidi and Trey Mooney.
Just a touch back, Elliot had Fletcher Sharp in round 7, so whatever his price was.
Yes, that was the Roosters game. Sorry, the Tiger. Whatever we was looking at. It was the
Tigers
5,
before
That was the
Roosters,
590, whatever it was.
No, that was the Roosters, I think.
Yeah, the 590.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
So you bought him at a 590.
Yeah.
That's not terrible.
You don't have him in your round 16 if you want.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
You want to check that.
Anyway, yeah, Dylan Lucas, I mean, I'd still buy him. I'd still look at him. I mean, not these weeks because it's 12-15.
It's just 12-15. Like, I looked at him over maybe like a Kai Pearce ball this week, but it's just 12-15.
I mean,
Like,
post
you've seen
15,
numbers.
he's got that Dragons game in 16. That could be a go.
Yeah,
He might still be pretty cheap then as well.
probably.
I still think he's a goer.
I'd probably look at him at
Oh, no,
16.
I'll have him by the end of the season. I just can't do it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only players that are worth talking about for the Dragons are the Couchmans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They looked very good.
The Couch Bros.
I was looking at Toby for a lot of the week, as you both know. I think I'm pretty happy I avoided in the end. He just doesn't quite have the power upside. Like even here, he took off. He made one offload to hand and 2 tackle busts. It's just a little bit uninspiring.
pretty minutes reliant in a pack that's pretty stacked relatively. And obviously they're kind of favouring Ryan a little bit in there. So it's like...
Yeah.
I mean, he is still a great option. Like if you didn't have like a Stefano like we have or something like that,
Yeah.
he'd probably be a good FRF3 or like
Yeah.
makeshift 2 for a while or like
Yeah.
whatever it is. But yeah.
I'd agree. Yeah. Ryan looks unbelievable. Ryan now, I think you have to play him every single week.
Yeah.
He's just too much work in there. He plays massive minutes. He got moved to the bench. I almost took him out of my side because he got moved to the bench, and then I remembered like what he did off the bench in the first part of the year.
Yeah.
And did not do that. So yeah, Ryan's a goer. I don't understand who wouldn't own him at this stage, but yeah, he's an absolute goer.
It's going to be too expensive now.
I don't think he is. What's he going to go up to this week? He's going to be like 450k. I'd pay 450k for Ryan Couchman. Absolutely. He's averaged an 80 the entire year.
You only
basically.
feel that way because he
No,
was bottom dollar and you
He
know
has
what
not
you could have had
averaged
him for.
80 the entire year. No
Okay, so he's got
chance.
70, 69. Okay, it's not 80. He's averaged probably
7.
65.
Yeah.
But that's still well under.
That's
for him.
well
Oh,
under.
absolutely. No, I'm not saying...
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, yeah.
I agree with you. It stinks because you could have had him for 235k,
Yeah.
or I think I bought him for 335k.
Who would you rather
You could
have?
had him for 204, okay.
He was never 204. He was 235.
235.
Who would you rather have? Tom McKaylee, Cooper Bai, or Ryan Couchman?
Right, yeah, no,
Yeah,
absolutely.
See,
yeah.
yeah.
But, like, yeah, I don't know if I'd be trading any of them in with Origin looming.
They play 12.
Yeah,
So-
no, yeah.
And I reckon he might go dual as well. I reckon there's every chance he goes dual.
They said,
They just
they
don't
said he
want to
would.
give it to him.
I know they don't want to, but
Because they can just argue he comes on a lock.
I've said that before as well. But bro, look
Stupidest
at that game.
thing
He's
ever.
playing. He's a front rower. Him and Toby are clearly the front rowers in there, clear as day. And Stewart moves to the edge for a bit, but he was the lock. I don't think there's anyone else in this game. The Dragons are completely irrelevant. Val Holmes stinks. Dylan Egan had a disappointing first game back. Setutu's got a little bit more cash to gain and he covers 12, but then he's going for me. Otherwise, there's nothing here, bro.
Do you reckon Damien Cook knows which Couchman brother he's throwing the ball to?
No.
Nah.
I don't think so.
Honestly, I honestly have no clue until I see the 10 or the 12 on their back. One more player that I did want to quickly bring up. I've talked to you guys about him this week. Christian Tuipulotu. Now, he came off the bench, played 27 minutes and got 18. His break even is 106. He's got a 9. His rolling average, an 8. So next week his rolling average is going to be 8, 18 or whatever he scores against Penrith. If he starts and he's going to be down at like 300 and something K, bro, I could look at him.
In round 12, you saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
No, yeah, you
There's no downside.
Nah, if you still have a Makasini kicking around or you have a, I don't know who'd still have Moses Leo, but you have Moses Leo, Patrick Herbert's probably another great example. Any of those sort of dead bottom sort of cheapies, then you could absolutely have
I think he's got potential. Like I checked his numbers last year and he hasn't gone below 30 in base power in a single game. And most of them were in like the 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
I think he's got potential. Little fly there. Anyway, that's that game done. Alrighty. Rabbitohs versed the Sharks and beat them 36-12 on Saturday. Alex Johnston keeps scoring tries. Am I right in saying he's scored in every game this year?
No,
yeah.
that's one.
No.
Really?
Yep. Got his
No
first
one.
hat trick. He's got 3 doubles and 5 games he scored 1 try. He's an absolute freak.
He's coming for Jenkins.
The Bunnies play in every single major bye period but you are now going to have to pay low 800Ks for Alex Johnston.
Yeah,
It's a hefty investment.
Without Trell for those major buys as well.
Where's Trell?
He has Trell, mate.
Oh, yeah, yes, Trell.
Oh, yeah.
At that stage, I think I'd just buy a Sarko.
Yeah.
Or the leg. Greg the leg,
Or the
surely.
leg. Or the
Not
leg.
for buy coverage, surely.
Oh,
yeah,
not for buy
actually,
coverage.
great
Actually,
point.
jeez, oh my days,
Yeah.
bro! It's so sad. You look at these great players,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Do you play a 12? You probably don't."
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, let's speak about the real Trell, Latrell Siegwalt. 92 points. Did anyone else not know he was going to goal kick?
I didn't know.
I had no clue.
Now the hindsight hero kicked in, and I was like, "Oh, they'd have to bring someone in who can kick."
I just thought it was going to be Ashton Ward. I swear I can picture him kicking at the end of last year.
Oh, he did, and it was woeful.
Yeah. He kicked pretty well. He got, 6 out of 8.
Yeah,
So that's not bad. Couple of assists, not great base at all, but I just think he's 201K. He's in an absolute hot spot. Like Cody Walker's just gonna be feeding balls down that area the entire time.
yeah.
I think it's worth a stab. I think there's enough players. Half fullback is not ideal, but I don't know if there's 5 guys between like half fullback flex that you must have to where you can't have Latrell Siegwalt.
No, now that we obviously talked about it before the podcast, I kind of agree. There's not.
Yeah.
I can't think of the 5. I can think of 4, but I can't think of 5.
Yeah, such good coverage. 12, 15, 18.
Yeah. And obviously, his brother Mitchell.
I don't think that's how brothers work, mate.
Yeah, his brother Latrell Mitchell doesn't have the greatest base anyway, but it doesn't matter because that edge is just so hot. So, he's 200K. So even if he pumps out 15 in base and gets goals, he's going to go up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is the logic behind it. But I guess the only sort of devil's advocate is this 92 he's got in his rolling average is probably the least significant position to have it in.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I guess you do get the next game to look at him. So he's probably a buy in 12, not 11. I mean, you could do it if you really need to this week. But yeah, anyway.
Probably going to be a good money finder in 12 to make some other big moves.
Likely.
Yeah.
If you go a sewer down, or I don't know, if you still have a Sanders like me kicking around or something like that, you could
Ouch.
just about find it anywhere.
Yeah. Atkinson to Siegwalt to make like 70K is going to go off. Cool.
You sure you don't want Atkinson in 12 when he plays?
Absolutely not. What, to get 2 points? I don't need that, bro. He doesn't even count.
Didn't Bro not even play this week? Or did he get demoted to the bench or something?
he had a hand injury.
Oh, he actually did?
Yeah. So but they were keeping it pretty close to the chest. Like they didn't say it was long term.
I don't know why. I don't think any team was fearing if he was playing or not.
They really didn't say much information.
I don't
about
think
him.
the Knights are like, oh no,
Daniel
he's not
Atkinson.
playing.
Yep, cool. Ewan Aiken got a good score. I feel like he cost more than he should. Yes, he cost mid 500Ks. It's not terrible. I'd worry about job security.
He can't be that far away.
Yeah, I don't think Fafita's that far away.
Yeah.
It was 4 to 6 from that game in Perth. That's got to be at least 3 or 4 weeks ago now.
Yeah, it's probably a no Ewan Aiken. Just quickly, Keon Colomatungi is going to cost low 500Ks this week. Given what we know he could be, could you do it?
He got 54 with a try assist. Probably not.
He didn't get a try assist, did he?
He did.
Oh, that's not what you want to see.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, jeez, bro. I'm just picturing last year Keon, bro, is an absolute
I mean, if they
freak.
ever rest him for a couple of games and actually get him on top of his injury, then sure. But I'm
Yeah,
not
but just
going
a
to
wait
do
and
it
see,
up
isn't it?
until then. Yeah.
Fair. For the Sharks, Kaeliro with, as we said, a junk time try to basically save his score. Still not terrible, though. He got 38 in base, an extra 12 in power. So it's okay from KL.
Yeah. And I know it is the definition of junk time, but it is also relatively promising that if they can just get him the ball, like he can just
Yeah.
find the line. Like he had bodies on him there, and he still found his way to the line. So it's relatively promising. But I think the Sharks only play like this one in every 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
So it's like they're probably going to be hot for like every other part of it, and they've their attackers definitely looked a bit more expansive and down that left as well. So
Especially, sorry.
no, I was just going to say I'm happy. Yeah.
Yeah, Ronaldo coming back for Magic Round apparently. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe
Sharks.
1 extra week. So
Sharks versus the Bulldogs at Magic Round.
Bulldogs don't like Suncorp.
Looks a bit scary to me. Nico Hines stunk, but I mean, there's really not much detail to go in about him. I think he's still a good player, but he just had a shocking game. Britton Nickera. I feel like he almost scored a try at one stage. I was kind of dipping in and out of this game. I feel like I can picture him almost scoring. Did you guys didn't watch?
I did. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. It could given as a try contribution because he passed it off.
I feel like I can picture him like running towards the line.
Or the one you mean where he got? I think
Look, he's looking more
held up?
promising.
Yeah.
I think.
He's looking more promising.
Yeah.
I still just don't think there's a reason. He's not giving me a reason to trade him in yet.
No, and they also don't play in 12.
Yeah,
So we got
But
more time to
If
look.
he gives me a reason, then
I think next week if you give him, if he gives you a reason, you can just get him in maybe 13 when they come back. He'll
Yep.
probably still be cheap. But yeah,
think it's a great
until that reason does come, I do agree with Ben.
I think it's a great shout. Blake Brayley got Alfred in the hooker rotation this week.
fine.
It was due.
Was due.
Do you reckon there's a real world people went Grant to Brayley in preparation
Absolutely.
for
Yeah.
Origin?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I reckon they'll do a decent amount. And he's still good, but you got to cut one HIA. That's right. I remember seeing that.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
I mean, he's played 70 minutes.
Oh, yeah, 70.
So, but yeah.
But that also means he misses next week now. So
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually bad for the Sharks. He's a big part of their game.
Yeah.
I don't even know who their backup would be.
I don't have one.
Cam McInnes.
Actually, yeah.
I mean, it could be worse. I think Cam McInnes got injured at some stage, didn't he? Or am I making that up as well?
I don't know.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. I think that's it for this game.
Yeah, let's move
Bit
on.
of a stinker. Speaking of stinking games, actually, Manly defeat the Broncos 32-4. The Broncos were diabolical and Manly were solid enough to win. Ruben Garrick got a try and kicked his goals, but he's obviously not relevant. Joey Walsh.
It was actually him, eh?
Jeez, he looks good.
He does look good.
He won't play though. It's so sad.
Oh, I just feel like that's going to happen, isn't it? Tolu Kola. Now, I said this to you guys off air. I was looking at Kola as a buy in 12. I'm seeing him in a lot of predicted blue sides as that outside back covering the bench. So I think I'm going to have to swerve that for now.
I would say it's not a bad trade in, but I don't think you can do it this week. Wait for the blue side to be named and then make your decision.
Yeah, I think that's on the money. I think that is on the money.
Because there's another couple of names in the hat as well. I mean, Dewey going down probably that would have been my vote for who was in that position. I know Dan feels slightly differently, but you've got Staggs, you've got maybe Bradman Best, you've got Casey McLean. There's a few names, but none of them can play fullback as well.
Yes, I think. Yeah.
And that's the reason I think they might actually go Kola. So
Wait and see.
Yeah.
Hamole Olakawatu. I really wanted Hamole this week. I thought he was exploding, and I thought he was going to crush that Ezra Mam edge, and he really didn't. So that was a relief, considering I didn't bring him in. 57, 39 in base. I think he'll play Origin, and he's an avoid for now.
yeah, runs were down as well, only 15, which sounds crazy to say, but he's been pumping out way more than that. So
yeah. Not many relevant guys in this game. Willison had a bit of a disappointing night.
Yeah.
A lot of negative stats, as you said before.
Lots of negative stats. So, yeah, probably would have scored about 50 without those. So,
Reese got 28.
with a line break assist and a try assist.
Yeah, that's
There was a point in the match where it was like pretty close to half time. He was on 19 and he already had that line break assist and try assist, which equals 20.
He forced a dropout as well. Oh my days.
Yes.
He had his ribs rearranged.
I didn't see
That
that.
was the highlight of his night. Hamole just
Oh, yeah, no,
absolutely
I did see
bashed
that.
him.
I did see that.
Yeah, tough game for
That's
Reese.
a good watch.
Bro, he might be cheap as he's probably going to play Origin, but towards the back end or after the Origin period, you must
Run
be able to
home.
get Reese for outrageously
And that's
cheap.
when the Broncos are going to get hot, I reckon. So,
Yeah, probably a good shout. Bro, I don't see any relevant
I mean,
players in this
Carrigan,
game.
but he's going to play Origin,
He
so
can
he
play
can't do
Origin.
it.
No, you know what? Takiyaho got that really bad leg injury.
Tib and
bad leg
fib, I
injury.
think. Fracture.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Taniela Paseka may come into a more significant minute role now. He's been looking extremely good. 48 minutes for 57 points. I'm not saying he's a buy, but if you've got him, I think that's going to be a good play.
So sad.
You have some good coverage.
Could have had him over Flegler for the exact same price.
Yeah.
Such a different story.
Yeah.
Could have
Honestly,
had
that's actually crazy difference.
Imagine you two had Sanders over Atkinson and... Well, you had Sanders
never
over
had-
Atkinson and...
I never had Flagler.
Yeah. Paseka over.
You should never have
Who did I start with in the front row anymore? I can't even remember, bro. It's all a blur.
Well, we did Stefano. We did Mooney.
Did you have? Is there a word? Did you have
Maybe I
Toby
did.
and Stefano? I think
definitely
you had
had-
Flegg and you got rid of him. I thought
Maybe I did.
not.
Maybe I did.
not.
Anyway, that's a question for another day. Storm defeat the Tigers 44-16. Harry Grant, a try, 2 assists, a load of tackles, 2 forced dropouts, 3 line breaks. He just ran the ball this game. That was the difference.
Yeah.
Melbourne is at their best when Harry Grant runs the ball, and that's exactly what happens.
When their halves run the ball, and they all did. When that spine works together. Even Sewell went off the field, it didn't matter. They still scored points because Harry Grant, Cam Munster, and Jerome Hughes were all taking the line on engaging defenders and just opening so much space up either side.
They were extremely good. Atavalu Lisati. I mean, Shully is basically 100% owned, so it's basically irrelevant. but he looks like an absolute season keeper. Finally got his first try this season, 61 in base and 18 in power.
Yeah,
He's
crazy.
He's it.
Diabolical.
He's it.
Him and Rauchman, you have to res every week, pretty much. I
Yeah,
reckon.
they're just plays.
Yeah.
Straight up plays
He had 80 this week, didn't he?
in base power.
Oh, no, as in, sorry, minutes.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Sweet, just double
I mean, that also helped because Sewer went off. Chan came onto the centres.
yeah.
And then aided by the fact they played that debutant as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it might not always be 80, but I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter.
The PPM's good enough, yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Jerome Hughes had a good game. There's a lot of cluttering in the halves, but I love Jerome Hughes. I'll be keeping an eye on him for sure. Very cheap as well. Our boy Stefano. I'm pretty happy with Stefano as an FRF3. You've got him as a 2 as the main
2 at the
issue.
moment, yeah. That is an issue.
He's not terrible,
Nah.
but he's not a 4 or a 12
No.
or a Terrell May.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sewer injured, probably a sell, but we'll wait to see what the news is.
Did you want to bring 2 players to your eyes here?
My
Firstly,
eyes.
Cooper Clark, 70 in pretty much all base power.
Yeah, right.
So outrageous performance from him. 5 tackle breaks and offload, 19 in runs, but then 34 tackles. So big minutes for him. Given the Sewer injury, I don't think he can do it, but he is going to plateau about 400k
Wow.
this week. So that's one. And then the other one was Sean Bloor, who got 2 try assists and got 67.
Bro, I was looking around for around that 2RF bracket during the game, and I was like, oh wow, Sean Ball 67, and then saw that 32 of his points came from assists and line break assists.
Yeah.
It's maybe not, but he played big minutes, so fair play to him. For the Tigers, Taylor May, wow, even just he got his 2 tries and he got a bunch of tackle busts. He just looked dominant, running over them, getting the ball in his hands and having a crack. It was a brilliant day from Taylor.
Moment of the match for me was his second try when who was it that passed the ball?
Jerome.
No, it was Heath Mason throws the hooping cutout ball and this person crosses over and I'm kicking myself out. I'm cut him out again. What do we do? Why are we throwing all these cutout balls? And then I look up and it's all the neck tats. I'm oh, and then what made it even better was I've watched that and I'm I'm such an idiot for that, whatever. Check the chat. You've said the exact same thing.
Yeah, I thought the exact same thing.
I was oh, it's a good day.
Yeah, good from Taylor.
Maybe there is a bit of a bonus for Taylor just going out to the wing thinking nothing's on, just having a bit of a rest.
Maybe.
Anyway.
And most of you can't get him now because he's going to cost an arm and a leg and he doesn't play in 12. So unlucky. We'll have him to ourselves. Thank you very much. We tried to warn you in whatever week it was when he got
2
40.
weeks ago,
When he got
yeah.
40.
Yeah.
But we won't talk about that.
But if you average it out, he's averaging 90-something over our suggested ownership
Yeah,
period.
that's a good point, actually. Lau Lily. Oh, if someone started the season, our consensus team, right?
Yeah.
Geez, he's made a lot of money and been pretty good.
I was looking at it before. If you play Louis every second week, I'd go and have a look at his scores every second week. It's worth seeing.
94, 37, 60, 31, 79, 30.
And now 105.
He's a sit next week, guys. He's a sit.
So expect a 30, but
Yeah, bro, he's good. You won't buy him, but he's good. Kai Pierce-Paul, speaking of good, 32 points in offloads to hand. 8 offloads to hand. The previous best this season was 6 offloads to hand, which was Herbie Farnworth. Blew it out of the water. Honestly, it was a joke watching him bump into the line. It wasn't even looking to make a run. He was looking to make an offload.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Bro owned himself on Supercoach.
Yeah, probably. He's going to tank some cash and I'll buy him in 13. But you guys obviously have him now and you're pretty happy with an 83. So
Yeah, definitely.
good for everyone.
Very content with the matchup against Manly next week. So
Definitely.
yeah.
And just to touch on Alex Chwal quickly, only played 59 minutes. There's a bit of an issue with he wasn't really meant to go off for an HIA, but he did anyway, and then they pulled him off late at the end. Did you not hear about this?
Yeah.
Did you hear about this?
Yeah.
It was classed as a Category 3 HIA, which means the trainer assessed it on the field, but he's all good. But then he
But
came off anyway.
It didn't get communicated properly and
Yeah.
he came off as if it was a Cat 2 to go up the tunnel. And then they obviously used the interchange for a HIA, which means you have to be off for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I think it might have been smokes and mirrors. In the NRL physio tab, it said he had a little niggly lower limb sort of injury. So I think they might have taken it off as a suspected HIA, but it wasn't. So they could just use the free interchange.
Right,
I
okay.
think.
Okay, that's interesting.
Interesting. But he did go back on after that. So
He did,
went
so
can't be
yeah.
that,
Well,
but
he came off early towards the end, though, so that's kind of interesting, actually.
Yeah, so it'll be one to keep an eye on, but I think Fizz was looking for some mechanism footage. So
Yeah, right. But he got 74 in 59 minutes anyway. So
freak.
it's a bit of a freak.
Cool, bro.
Good from Alex. Final game of the round, Penrith versus Raiders, 30 points to 18. Nathan Cleary rewards captainers who would have been patient. Wow, it would have been a tough weekend for the Cleary captain seeing all these points, but
Would have
141.
been stressing.
Yeah, 141, he did the thing. Finally actually continued on from a good first half performance into the second half for literally the first time this year.
Yeah.
So that was good. Blaze scored big, but I don't think anyone's going Blaze at 5'8". I don't know about you guys. I'm not looking at that. No. IPAP, yeah, a good score from IPAP. Again, though, Penrith just have the issue of their bye coverage is so bad.
He did look like him today, to be fair.
He looked better. He
looked
looked significantly better.
He was like bumping everyone off, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was running at an injured Simi and then an out of position Adam Murata, so it's like kind of, how much do you read into it, I guess?
Yeah, most of these Penrith guys you can't really go for. Casey, 65 with a try. It's just not really good enough from him.
Yeah.
The Raiders, Joe Taps, 85. He just gets up for these kind of games, these big games. Just made his tackles. He got that line break assist, that sick offload for that try. I can't remember which try it was.
It was the
Strange try, maybe?
Ethan Sanders try.
Sanders try.
No. It was
Strange didn't score.
No, it was the Sanders try where
it definitely wasn't the Sanders try. It was did Weeks score or was Weeks? I think it was Weeks. I think he flicked it to Strange. He passed it to Weeks.
I'm thinking of one where he broke the line, or he assisted breaking the line, offloaded it, and then they took a tackle. It was fifth, went right, and then Strange put that inside ball.
I'm not thinking of that one. There's another one where he actually got the line break assist.
Oh, okay.
He like flicks it around the corner to I think it was Strange.
Maybe that was
passed inside
Horsburgh I
the
was thinking of. I don't know, one of those big men.
Horsburgh is what you're thinking of. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks pretty good. I think we're struggling for coverage. I mean, we are struggling for coverage in 12, and he plays, so I think it looks pretty good.
I mean, if 12 gets weak / is injured, then probably not the worst option.
That's right. We didn't talk about that with Troll. He might get suspended.
Yeah.
Strange looked great, but he's got a 19 in his average or an 18 or whatever it is. So I think you just chill for a week, let him take his price a little bit. Who else is relevant here?
Horsburgh
plays Origin.
Played huge minutes as well.
Yeah, Horsburgh's minutes have been very inconsistent this year.
But he will probably see weeks for a shoulder charge at the end. So
did he get on report for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay. Good old Big Red loves a suspension.
And could by Origin, so
I can't see that. Big Red. But I mean, he's eligible, so I guess maybe. I don't see that. Sanders got a decent score.
Yep.
And Sasungi got injured. So we'll wait to see on Sasungi news, but see, if it is only 3 weeks and he goes, they have the bye this week anyway, and then he like misses 12 and maybe misses 13, doesn't sound awful. So maybe hold him through that.
Yeah. I guess we'll see the extent soon.
We'll see the extent soon. But I can't lie, it was a relief for myself. I was sick of seeing Simi get hundreds every single week. A big old XL.
He actually did it super early, and then I was like, I could just tell he was off. I was like, at what point is he going to leave the field here?
Yeah. I can only think that this must be the feeling that I felt last week for the Adam Dewey that you would have felt this week.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Swap.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, as well, like, he was having a bad game. Like, he played, barely any of these minutes were affected by, like, injury, niggledness or anything. He just really wasn't getting the ball at all. And he missed a couple tackles, which was very un-Simi-like.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I think that's these games done, boys.
Yeah.
I think that is us.
That was a pretty interesting week, really.
Very interesting week. Massive scores.
Yeah.
Do you reckon someone cracked 2K?
Yeah.
I reckon it might have happened.
Nah.
I reckon it could have.
You reckon?
Well, I mean,
There's that 1880 in Podmasters, right?
there was an 1880 in our Podmasters League. Yeah, right. Like, if you have Marju, Grant, Ponga, I mean, everyone's got Lasardi, everyone's got Cleary, everyone's got Tedesco. Like, that's a lot of points.
Yeah.
Some people might have gone May last week. Like, that's pretty
It's
realistic.
going to be up there. I don't know. Maybe 2000's a stretch, but
I think it might be close. Anyway, that's us done for the week, gentlemen.
Yep.
Give us an outro, someone.
You want to have a crack, Hal?
I mean, it's not. It doesn't. There's anything crazy. It's just.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Absolute amazing week. If you do have any questions, please plug them in. We love answering them. So thank you to what's the bloke who comments every week? Queenslander, I think it is.
Yeah.
Or Broncos guy.
Yeah.
Broncos with the logo. Yeah.
The man.
Thank you for tuning in every week, mate. We appreciate your comments. If you do have any questions, plug them in. And then, happy days. May your arrows be. Anyone want to finish that? Or?
No, you go.
Oh, green. Yeah.
Oh,
May your
nice,
arrows be
mate.
green.
Just before we finish, I did have a question. What happened with the Tuipulotu injury?